climate change is already impacting agriculture and the food system. As the climate changes, climatic suitability is negatively impacted in many parts of the world due to higher temperatures and lower precipitation in many places. But as well as changes in climatic suitability impacting crop yields, extreme weather events which become more frequent and more severe are also impacting our ability to produce the food that we need. So we have higher levels of droughts and more extreme flooding events, as well as extreme heat. These impacts to food production mean that our ability to produce the food is more constrained, which is typically seen as an increase in food prices. And those food prices are most damaging for the poorest in the population globally. We do have routes to adapt to climatic change in the agricultural system. One key way is irrigation. Unfortunately, irrigation requires obviously the water to be available in a sustainable manner, and also the infrastructure to be able to supply that irrigation. And that water availability can also be impacted by climate change, as well as requirements for other uses. So that although it is an effective way to adapt, it's not always possible. There are other routes to adapt to climate change in agriculture, for example, crop breeding and animal breeding, to be more resilient to higher temperatures, more drought resilient. Also, there are other approaches such as agroecology and agroforestry, for example. However, in all these cases, while we're able to adapt to some extent at lower levels of warming, if we exceed the 2 degrees target, these approaches to adapt become more and more constrained. And that's really why it's so critical that we meet that below 2 degrees target, and preferably more towards the 1.5 degrees target.